What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You already know what time it is. This is your boy, the historian. We're here for the halftime show. So before we go ahead and get this thing started, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, so we can go ahead and keep this thing rolling. Let's get it. BirdCage. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. You already know how we get down. Let's go ahead and divulge and talk about this first half, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about it. So Michael Penix Jr. is playing a clean first half, 10 out of 19, 98 yards. He's missed two shots when you talk about with touchdowns, but it's expected. The kid is coming off the bench. He's a true rookie, trying to make sure that we have everything squared away for him. But I got to give Zach Robinson kudos. He is sticking with the running game. He's definitely allowing this offensive line to mash and maul people in this game right now. One of the best things that we have going right now is Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson feeding off of each other. And then you got to give credit to the defense. They're showing up in a bad mood, tackling well, a couple of busted plays or whatnot. You know, we gave up a touchdown at the beginning, but hey, you got to understand, Jaden Daniels is definitely going to put himself in a position to score points. We had bad clock management at the end, but this comes with a rookie quarterback. He's got to understand, call a timeout. You preserve as much time as you need so you can actually get a good playoff. You got 3 timeouts. You're in the red zone. You definitely got to put yourself in that position. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Washington shooting themselves in the foot has definitely helped us have a 10-point lead in this game. Washington has hosed themselves. I'm okay with it. Let them keep making mistakes. We will take that because guess what? We've made those guys pay with scoring points on the end of those drives. So at the end of the day, this is just what it has to be. Run the ball, get Penix comfortable. He's got to continue to move the chains. He's got to be careful where he's putting the ball at. We understand you got a howitzer for an arm, but you can't take chances with a veteran like Bobby Wagner in the middle who's seen everything, who's done everything, who's been around. He definitely should have had a pick. But in this juncture of the ball game, it's just one of those things where you sit back and you look at it like, hey, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. The defense has to continue to play above and beyond. They've got to help. And at this point, we've got to put ourselves in a situation to where we have things going. And I'll say this. On the coverage, Mike Hughes, you've got to get better at getting your hands on these receivers. Because if you look at it, the side that's been giving up the draws most of the time, it's been Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes he's been making a couple of tackles, but he has not been wrapping up. He's forgetting his fundamentals. Mike, you have to wrap up Olamide Zaccheaus and Crowder because those two can get off and they have world-class speed, just like Kadero Hodge. And speaking of Kadero Hodge, Kadero, we've literally prayed for you to get on this field. We've prayed for you to get on this field, brother. I've stuck my neck out here for you because, like I said, I ride with HBCUs. You've had opportunities to make catches and put yourself in a position to where we could have big plays. You've got to step up with the opportunities that you're getting. You don't have many opportunities. This is where you've got to make them count because the ball's touched your hands 3 or 4 times and you just haven't pulled it in. You've got great speed, but you've got to make defenses pay by catching the football and helping this young quarterback out. That interception that he threw, that was on you. So you got to figure that out, but I'm not going to sit here and bash him. But I got to give Bijan Robinson his credit because he's finding the holes tonight. He's patient. He's letting his line set everything up for him, and he's giving himself creases to go through. And Washington is having a problem with that. Bijan Robinson has 82 yards. He's averaging 6 yards a carry. Tyler Algier, 3 carries, 19 yards. He's averaging 6.3 yards a carry, just like Bijan. This is a beautiful 1-2 punch that we've had. We have 101 yards on the ground already with 2 touchdowns today. It's okay. We haven't given up any sacks. Got to give the offensive line credit. Yes, Penix is being bullied a little bit when you talk about Dante Fowler coming off the edge, Williams, but he's getting that ball out of there where he's not being sacked. So offensive line, I got to give it to you. You're playing solid so far, but you've got to continue to help your young quarterback out. You've got to give him time. You've got to let him be able to pick this defense apart. Mr. Kyle Pitts, we actually see you want to play tonight. 3 receptions, 31 yards. He's averaging 10 yards a catch, and his longest reception was 23 yards. We definitely need more of that. And here's the other thing. Darnell Mooney has 1 catch for 12 yards, which was on that last drive. We've got to get him involved a little bit more. We've got to get Chris Blair involved a little bit more. There was a touchdown that Penix could have hit with Bijan Robinson, and literally Bijan was walking down the sideline if he put a little bit more air up under it, because Bijan beat that corner. My thing is this: save that play for a little later in the game and let Bijan go get it. Now, I like to see Tyler Algier run a little bit more, because they're having a hard time with stopping the counters and the trap plays that we're putting on them. And we're mixing it up. Shout out to you, Zach Robinson. You've got to finish this game strong. The same way you started is the same way you've got to finish this ball game, because at this point, you have a chance to really put this thing away, because right now, Washington didn't know what to expect. So all I'm saying is this: you've got to put yourself in a situation to where Penix can get his touchdown throw tonight. But if he doesn't get his touchdown throw tonight, you really have to put him in a position to where he can continue to move the chains, and we've got to keep the momentum going. We cannot stop our momentum tonight. This is a momentum game. And with this momentum game happening right now, it definitely favors us. That stadium was rocking as soon as they scored. Soon as we came back, scored, stopped them, got an interception. Caden Ellis, hell of a game you're having so far. Continue to keep making the plays. Continue to see what most aren't seeing out here on this field. You're doing a damn good job. Defensive line, you're getting a good push. We've got a couple of sacks tonight. I'm okay with that. Outside of the sacks, we're making it very uncomfortable for the young quarterback, Jaden Daniels. But as we said before, you've got to contain him. Olamide Zaccheaus is the receiver that's been killing us. We're keeping Scary Terry in check. Shout out to AJ Terrell for doing his job with that. But Olamide Zaccheaus is the receiver that we're having the issues with. Olamide, for most don't know, he's a former Falcon. He's looking to have a great game against us because we cut him. And Olamide is a hell of a player. We just didn't use him right. But now that he's in Washington, he's in a system that favors and caters to his skill set. He's definitely going to have options, and he's going to have looks tonight. We just have to take those looks away from him and really make it to where it's not as easy for him to score. Just being honest, we cannot make that easy for him to score. And we also got to keep Crowder contained. Great way we've started this first half with tackling. We got hit in the mouth early. We swallowed our own blood, like the taste of it, spit it out. And then we've come back to where we're actually putting hands on these guys. This is a physical game. Atlanta has to continue to be the most physical team out of the two. They have to. This is how you're going to win this game. You're in a hostile environment. You're playing against a very good team who's a second half team. They're going to make adjustments. You have to be ready for the adjustments that are going to come out. And those adjustments are going to put you in a situation to where you're either going to fold or you're going to step up and put a bow in the mouth. My thing is, I'm ready to put this elbow right here in their mouth. We need this win. We owe Dan Quinn a loss because, remember, it wasn't too long ago that he beat us when he was the Dallas Cowboy defensive coordinator, and they embarrassed us. So at this point, this has got to be a game where clock management has to be better, and we have to truly continue to let the young guy get comfortable with throwing the football. That's how it has to end. We have to do that, but we must run the football and maintain this lead. We cannot let these guys get any points. Defense, you got to make it work. You got to make it work. You got to help out this young quarterback because you already see that he's willing to take chances. He's a gunslinger, and he's going to keep going. He's only got 1 pick tonight, almost had 2. You have to keep the pressure on. You have to continue to create turnovers to get him opportunities so he can get comfortable, and let's not play from behind. Let's put it to where we're not playing from behind. The only time we should have been behind was with that touchdown we gave up. We have to finish strong. It doesn't matter how we start at this point. It looks good. Everybody's celebrating. Just remember this. It's a such thing as called a 4-quarter game. Philadelphia forgot that last Sunday when they allowed Washington to get back in that ball game and win it. This is a game that we have to have. Tampa won earlier today. We can't rely on anybody else to do our dirty work. So guess what? We win tonight. We need to handle business next week. It all takes care of itself. This is what has to happen. The pass rush has to be there tonight. We cannot allow this kid to get comfortable in the second half at all. All I can say is once the timing gets down with Michael Penix Jr. and these wide receivers, we're going to have one of the nastiest passing attacks in the NFL. And you're going to have to respect Atlanta. And I'm just going to say it. We got to get him some more speed receivers that can catch. I love Darnell Mooney. I think he's going to be a mainstay. I love Kadero Hodge. He's got to be more consistent with those hands. We need to see a little bit more. We need to see a little bit of Chris Blair tonight. That is a guy who's been playing with Penix on the practice squad, second string. That is a guy he has familiarity with. He has the speed down. He has his timing down. We've got to get this going. But again, I'm not mad at the first half. I think it's a solid first half for being on the road, and we got a lot going against us in this ball game. 2 sacks, 1 interception, 2 rushing touchdowns. Bijan Robinson. Definitely looking good by having a little bit of consistency tonight. That's the word that we're looking for, consistency. I'm not looking for excellence because you can have excellence for a quarter, a half, and the excellence goes out of the window when the momentum goes. I need consistency tonight. That is the word for tonight, consistency. We have to keep consistent with what we're doing, and we have to continue to feed 25 and number 7. And hey, got to feed Kyle Pitts because he's had some great receptions and he's had some moments in this game where he's definitely picked up some things. When they're playing a cover 3 shell, you've got to eat them up underneath. When they're playing a cover 2 with the Dan Quinn defense, you've got to eat the outside perimeters with your speed guys. And then you also got to run some slants with your tight ends and with Drake London. So the only way that we're going to get Penix right is if we keep doing what we need to do. Like I said, Tampa has to win out to get into the playoffs. We have to win tonight and win next week. Since Tampa won today, they're not eliminated. So we have to win this game tonight and then win next week to punch our ticket to a division title and also eliminating the Bucs out of the playoffs. So we got a whole second half to go. I hope you guys are motivated and you guys are enjoying this. But guess what? We still got a second half. Don't sit there and pop your champagne yet because guess what? We still got to finish the job. We still have to finish the job. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get back to this ball game. It's Rise Up. We have the post-game show tomorrow. I'm expecting to have the party line, but it's going to be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. because tonight is a late night. People got to go to work. I understand that. I got to go to work myself. But tomorrow night is going to be the night for the party line. That's what I'm expecting. Party line / benediction post-game show. But I want the party line. So y'all sit back, relax, enjoy the second half. And we definitely will see you tomorrow night. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button on the way out. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button because we have a lot of great material coming for you. So you guys be easy. Much love. Enjoy the second half.